what's up guys, I'm here. So Godzilla King of the Monsters is finally in theaters, and I just watched this movie yesterday, finally, and I can't wait to share my thoughts with you guys. This movie is directed by Michael Dougherty. It stars Millie Bobby Brown, Vera Farmiga, Kyle Chandler, Ken Watanabe. Tons of casts here are cool, and in this movie it is about the return of the Titans. So yeah, we can see those three Toho monsters again. Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah, those monsters that we know and love. When I watched the first trailer, I just cheered when I saw them. After the events of Godzilla 2014, where Godzilla and the Mutos fight at the middle of the city, a lot of people were awakened for more Titans, and they are afraid. So they are protesting that we have to kill Titans because they're causing destruction in our city. And the government is also in their side, but Monarch said that no, don't kill the Titans because some of them are just animals roaming around and trying to survive, just looking for food or shelter like that. Meanwhile, King Ghidorah has escaped from the frozen ice, and this is where we can see Godzilla and King Ghidorah fighting each other with Mothra, Rodan, and it's really cool. It is really freaking cool. So yeah, let me talk about the flaws first about this movie because they're just few. Well, the human characters in this movie, they are just there to be a character. I mean, except for Millie Bobby Brown because she is really good in the movie, including Kyle Chandler and Ken Watanabe. But Vera Farmiga's character, it's kind of confusing because her character motivation is just, jumbled. Which, yeah, her character motivation is really confusing. But she's still doing good in the movie. And the other flaw I had in this movie is that there are CGI really do feel rushed, which I don't understand why, because this movie has been completed 6 months early. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about the things that I really like about this movie. Despite that there are some CGI really do feel rushed, the visuals are really amazing. The fight scene of Godzilla, guys, Godzilla King of the Monsters, this movie is everything I wanted to see in a Godzilla movie. Every time in this movie where cool things just happen, I was like, holy whoa. I was just like that because as a huge Godzilla fan, it felt like my heart just beating fast because you're just waiting for some cool moments and you just sit there and like, whoa, tons of surprise. Let's talk about Mothra in this movie because holy crap, this monster surprises me. Compare it to the Toho Mothra, those classic Mothra. Those classic Mothras are harmless, it's easy to go near them, but in this movie, this new Mothra, she is so threatening in this movie. I mean, to be honest, this is the badass Mothra I have ever seen. But still, her personality is a guardian, and I do think it nailed despite that her character is changed. And also her theme score in this movie, that Mutsura, that song, that song that's sang by those twins, those Mothra twins. It's in this movie, but it's instrumental, which is really cool because the nostalgia. I was like, whoa, that song, man. Again, Mothra is badass. Even she is in a larva form, she is still badass. Let's talk about Rodan. Well, nothing's changed really. Same as the story, he came from the volcano, but the difference is he got contained. But, to be honest, he is still cool. I mean, if you're gonna watch this movie and saw Rodan, you'll be like, what is he, a villain or ally of Godzilla? But in this movie, I won't gonna spoil it, but I won't say it because all I can say is he is still badass. And then King Ghidorah. Oh boy, this monster is more scarier. I mean, I was like, wow. This is the meanest Ghidorah I've ever seen. He is more meaner than the other Ghidorah. Like compare it to the some Toho, that Final Wars Ghidorah. If you just watch that Final Wars, it's just the same with the Toho monsters. But in this movie, whoa! I really like the idea of Michael Dougherty doing the actors for the motion capture of King Ghidorah with the 3 actors. Awesome. During the finale in this movie, it is action-packed, and this is everything we wanted to see in a Godzilla movie. Lots of fan services, but despite that, even it's a fan service, a lot of people who is not really a Godzilla fan, they're gonna say, "Wow, that's really cool." And guys, Michael Dougherty literally put his passion in this movie, because when you watch the movie, you can see it. He really puts his his inner Godzilla fan in this movie, and the theme score, those other theme score by Akira, and also the Godzilla's roar. It got mixed by the 1954 one and the new one, which is really cool. Again guys, Godzilla King of the Monsters is everything I wanted to see in a Godzilla movie, and I can't wait for Godzilla vs. Kong, and I'm gonna give this movie an 85%. Guys, watch this movie. Watch this movie. This is, if you're a big fan of monster movies, watch this movie, because this is everything we wanted to see. Even though the characters were just meh, like that. So yeah, and guys, what are your thoughts about the Godzilla King of the Monsters? Let me know and put it in the comment below. And guys, thank you for so much for watching. I'll be back in the next video. Stay cool guys. See you next time.